Hey, this is Dr. Nancy, and Sophie's running around, the oily English bulldog. And what we wanted to share with you for this video is what is our morning routine. And what I really want you to do is count and see how many Young Living products I use just in the morning. So first thing is, I always mist down the bedding with purification oil and water. And so this helps freshen everything, but I also do Sophie's bed. So I use this all over the house. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the bathroom and take a shower. You guys don't get to see that one. But of course we have all the Young Living products there. So we're looking at the shampoo, we're looking at the conditioner, we're looking at the Shutran shave cream, we're looking at the Orange Blossom face scrub and the mint facial scrub. So right there, just in the shower alone. But what I know is if Sophie jumps in there and she wants to lick the shower water, it's clean, it's fresh, it's chemical free. So once we jump out of the shower, of course, we've got to get ready. All the laundry's been washed in the Young Living Thieves laundry detergent. And I'm probably going to wash my hands with the Thieves foaming soap. I'm going to brush my teeth with Dentaroom. And of course, the Thieves mouthwash. And so that's just one way I'm going to start my day. But guess what? I actually brush Sophie's teeth with the Dentaroom. She's a little camera shy, so we didn't show all of it. Next, I've got to do my daily routine. So I'm going to put on my oils. And I'm going to put on patchouli because I love the smell. And then I'm going to put on Endoflex. I'm just going to kind of layer that here and here. Next, I'm going to put on geranium. And geranium, I'm going to layer here and here and here and here and here and all over because it just takes care of me. And then I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to come down and I'm just going to rub a little bit on Sophie. Next, I got white angelica. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to put it here and here in the back of my neck. And I want Sophie to have a little white angelica. Have those angels protecting her. Next, I've got Release, which I also put in my Morning Start shower gel. I've got the whole bottle in there, like Gary said. Use a little bit of that, and I'm going to rub that all over. Then I'm going to come down and rub a little bit on Sophie. So often what I do is I take this, and after I rub it on myself, what's left on my hands, I rub on the dog so we don't put too much concentration on her. Next, I've got Aroma Life. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to rub it here and here. Oh, and it gets my brain just working. And I'm going to come down to Sophie and I'm going to rub the sides of her neck. Then I'm going to do a little deep relief. So I'll put a little bit on my back, a little bit on my knee. Boy, now I'm a little thirsty, so I'm going to take a water bottle and I'm going to take some tangerine. And I'm going to put several drops in here because I want to start the inside as well as I'm starting the outside. Just shake it up and drink it down. So that's Tangerine Vitality. And of course we've got our Axillary Care, our underarm deodorant. So all of this just lives here. And like this, I just returned from Young Living doing the animal conference with my Thieves Mint and my Bon Voyage kit, so all of this can come with me. Of course, this came with me. And then if I was to do my face, I'd come over here and I have a whole routine. So the first thing I'm going to do is the Art Toner. And then I layer on Sacred Sandalwood and then Copaiba on my face. Next, and I always do it in this order, I'm going to use the Renewal Syrup. And then I take a little bit of rose ointment, and Sophie loves rose ointment. So I take a little bit, and I'm just gonna put it on my little red areas. But I'm gonna take a little bit for Sophie, and I'm gonna put it just on the bottom of her feet, because in the desert it gets really dry. So I wanna keep those moisturized. Then next I'm gonna put the Cher Lumet on my face. I'm gonna put the Wolfberry eye cream just around my eyes. And then I finish with the sandalwood. When I'm all done with the sandalwood, if I have a little bit extra, I come down and I put that on Sophie's feet so that I can keep her moisturized. So again, Sophie is just involved in my morning and my morning routine. So we're gonna go ahead and stop. We're gonna walk on down to the kitchen and show you what we do to get energized for the day. And that's just our morning day. And you guys were meant to keep track of how many products I've used. So we're gonna be walking on down, and we are going to get ready for the day. And this is the little morning routine just in the kitchen. And you'll see how I integrate everything for pets at the same time that I'm doing my own routine. And we try to keep it as simple as possible, as quick as possible, and I keep everything sort of all together and ready to go so that it's very, very simple, quick. And Sophie, who is here, but she's hanging out because she's the talent, we don't need to see as much of her. All right. She'll come running though when I get her food ready. And you can see that we use diffusing all the time here. So again, we're always diffusing at night. We're diffusing in the bedroom. We're diffusing out here. Now we're in the kitchen. And in the kitchen, there's a few things that I do to get ready. So I love tea, and I used to love coffee in the morning. But tea's a lot healthier for me. So what I do is I grab my lovely Young Living mug, and I've boiled some water. And into this, I'm going to go over to what my spice rack looks like now, which is all the vitality oils. And I today want to do my Copaiba and Thieves tea. So I'm going to throw a drop of Copaiba, and I'm going to drop some Thieves in there. And this is just a really good way for me to start my day. Sometimes I'll throw some spearmint in there with it, but this now is my tea, my morning drink. That is fantastic. But next I gotta get Sophie ready. So for ease, I'm using some freeze-dried raw food for her. And we're just going to throw that in here. And that water got a little cold while we were filming, so I'm going to heat it up while I'm showing you the rest. So you can see I'm heating up water not only for Sophie but for myself. I'm just keeping it simple. But the other thing that I want to throw in here with her food is I want her to have just as good a nutrition as I have. So the first thing I want to do is make sure she gets a little bit of her Ninja Red. And for her size, it's a good 2 teaspoons. I want to make sure she has a little bit of Mind Wise. And that's about a teaspoon. Okay, and then of course, I'm going to use this in my smoothie. So I already got the vegetables and the almond milk ready, but I always add to that my Mind Wise, and my Ninja Red. and it makes it taste fantastic. And yeah, I go through quite a bit of Ninja Red. And depending on how my day's going, I may even add in my Sleek Shake here. A lot of times I'll save my Sleek Shake for 10 o'clock for my mid-meal drink. But for Sophie, I'm going to use the Pure Protein Complete. And for a dog her size, I'm using about a half a scoop. And then in my shakes, I like to add oils. And since tangerine was the free oil, we're adding it. Okay, so my shake is ready to go. Her water's getting ready to go. And now it's time for some supplements. And the best one I use for Sophie is Digest and Cleanse. Goes right on in. I'm going to use Copaiba for her today. Because there's a little area that I need to treat, which I'm going to use some of the Thieves Household Cleaner, Copaiba, for her. And I just want to give her that little added extra. And then she gets a sulfurzyme. And you can see it's right here next to all the ones I take. Open that up, boom. So this is the time it takes for the water to boil. So now it's time to stir this up. So again, this is a freeze-dried raw product. We don't have time to go into food, okay? But I wanted to show you just how simple it is to prepare their food, prepare your morning hot beverage. I have all my stuff ready because this will be my next meal. A Wolfberry Crisp Bar, Sleek, and a Ninja Nitro. That'll be my 10 o'clock meal. So what do we have left? We have our smoothie. We'll go ahead and blend that up, and I'll take a little bit of this and I'll add it in there so we can share our meals together. So let's get Sophie over here and give her her food. And of course I had already fed her this morning, so she's not quite coming and running. But everything's ready. And this particular bowl I use because Sophie has a tendency to eat too quickly. So you can mix this into anything but dry food. Dry food isn't something I recommend. And of course, we can finish off before I leave for the day with one of the Young Living pet treats. So thanks for sharing with us today.